Hey everyone, today I want to talk a little bit about Atai. I'm doing my first screen recording on Shallow Man. We'll see how this goes. Um, so, and I dressed up a little better, taking this thing more seriously. So let's begin here. So we Googled Atai, and we're gonna go to the Thai website. Let's see, we're jumping to the Thai website. Okay, sign up to receive news. Excellent. Let's see, let's go to programs up top, right? That's where we're going to want to go. As you see, I have another tab for something I'm about to show you, but let's go to programs here. Obviously, there's a lot more to look at, like the investors section, but we'll start at programs because that's the meat of it. That's the heart of it. What are they developing here? So let's take a look here. So we have the lead compound. They're talking about the initial indication, meaning what it's going to be used for. Then it looks like they're talking about the trial. So preclinical phase 1. So now I'm jumping to that other tab. And FDA phases, we Googled those. It looks like that's okay. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Discovery and development is 1, 2 is preclinical, 3 is clinical, and 4 is the actual drug review. So 4 is the actual FDA drug review, which determines whether it gets approved or not, as you can see there on the FDA website. Now, that's the key thing. So after the third, you have the drug review. Then it's approved or not approved. Then you obviously have the fifth. I think I'm going to show that here in just a second. Fifth is going to be the post-approval monitoring. God willing, everything gets approved. Everything is all nice and keen. And then they do the post-approval monitoring, which matters a lot. There's been drugs that have been tossed off the shelves because of post-approval monitoring. That matters a lot. So let's look at these drugs. Let's see if we can go one by one here for these. So lead compound PCN 101 for treatment-resistant depression. Next one, cognitive impairment associated with being schizophrenic. Well, we're going through these pretty quickly. I'm wondering if we could slow down on some of these. There we go. So treatment-resistant depression is already in phase 2. Already in phase 2. Cognitive impairment associated with schizo, already in phase 2. Opioid use disorder in phase 1. So recall what we said the phases were. Opioid use disorder is a big one in the US, very important one. Generalized anxiety disorder, mild traumatic brain injury, opioid use disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, treatment-resistant depression, severe intense depression, and another one for treatment-resistant depression. A ton of drugs here. A wild pipeline that they're involved in. Now, it looks like there's other affiliate companies on the right side of that table, and there's other strategic investments that they're doing, including Compass Pathways, which is another important psychedelic play that I'm in and I'll talk about later. But so we have those things, and then I'll talk about these other things later. They have compounds below. I'll have to do another video on that, but there's a lot of interesting stuff here. Next, what am I showing here? So obviously there's investor section for people who want to know more about the investing side. Obviously they have investor presentations, so that's an interesting place for you to check out. Their compounds are quite interesting. Look at all the compounds that they're using basically in their research. So it looks like they're using a ton of compounds. So it's not just like only a psilocybin focused thing or only a LSD focused thing. It's quite diverse.